Yes, sir.
I kind of wanted to fuck with you like I was frozen again, but I won't.
Oh, dude, did you hear me? I just got excited because I thought you were frozen, bro. I was going to take over.
Joey's
It's my
show again.
time.
It's Joey's show. It's Joey's show.
Dude,
You were
legit,
so
bro. I fell
amped up.
for it. I
You were
fell for it, bro.
You were so amped up. You were so happy. Like you were like, this is my show now. There is no JB. My show.
I'm embarrassed that I just fell for it again. Clearly, you could hear the excitement. I'm embarrassed.
And the panic of your voice last time when the slide just disappeared, like you can hear like the oh shit moment. Like I have no idea how to recover from this.
Well, I realize I can talk all day, but I don't know how to advance the slides, bro. The knowledge transfer session was never set up between the two of us, so I wouldn't get past this on-air slide. So you can't do much with a show like that, bro.
I'm irreplaceable. So what's going on, brother? What's new? It's been a week. How you feeling? How you doing?
I don't. To be honest, man, I came down with something. I'm a little stuffy. Not feeling so great. For a few reasons. One, I'm all stuffed up. I'm all congested. But I think throughout the week, man, work has just been a bitch. So I've been like half-assing lunches and dinners and the basics. Just not really taking care of myself. So I said enough is enough. And today I got the crock pot going with some beef shank stew, bro. I'm talking like chuck beef simmering 8 hours in the crock pot, balling, dude. But then, of course, I got carried away, man, and I drank a bottle of wine because you got to get the cab going with the beef, and I was all into the moment, man. So I'm feeling it right now. I'm drinking Heineken. Don't judge me. Nothing trendy, nothing fancy, but I'm gonna make it through the show. So I'm drinking a Heineken, bro. What do you got going on?
I like it. I'm sticking with the old faithful whistleback, piggyback. Sip it, can control it. I was hammered at the end of last week's show. Fucking so hungover the next day. So I'm gonna try to regulate it a little bit today because waking up on Friday saying, "Oh shit, I'm hungover from recording a podcast on Thursday" doesn't really fucking fly. So
True.
Try to keep it under control. But let's have a good time. Let's do
it. Let's do it, man.
All right. So what do we got on tap? See, now I forgot how to advance the slides. You got me panicked. There we go. Recap last week. We're gonna switch the order of things here because I don't think anyone's really excited about this card. So we'll talk UFC last. We're gonna go NFL, NFL Survivor, college football, and then UFC. That's probably how I think we should do it, Joey, until we get to like the October 22nd card, right? Like
UFC 280.
Banger pay-per-view cards. I mean, football's on. It's here for a limited time. We got to take advantage of it.
Yeah, it's the right move, man. It's the right move.
Recap of last week.
Look at this fucking slide, dude.
Let's preface this slide isn't either made like when I'm hammered on Saturday night or like after Sunday or Monday Night Football. I'm not sober when I make this slide. So that's why.
The best part is I have no idea what you mean by most of this stuff, but
I share nothing with Joey before the show. Just so you know, Joey sees nothing. I like having power. So the point of this slide is Kansas, baby. Kansas hitting, saving the weekend by all sorts of imagination.
The point that was your max play, JB, wasn't it?
That was my max play, and let me thank God that was there because Sunday was bad. So we're talking a little fire and ice here. It was on fire on Saturday. Big +5 units was the end result of Saturday. And Joey, I was texting you. We were pretty damn close to some big parlays, man.
Yes.
There was some turning points in some games that I kind of thought were locked up and didn't go our way at the end. But
fucking Oregon, man.
Fucking Oregon. What was the other one? I can't remember. I texted you. I was like locked up. I'm gonna go take a shower and then I'm gonna come back and watch the next game or whatever. And I came back like, what happened? They scored 3 times. Or it was Oregon. You're right. It was fucking Oregon.
It was Oregon
against Washington State. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Fucking Bo Nix. And then I rolled into Sunday and ice cold.
Oh, bloodbath, bro. Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, some very odd things happened. I know we got to have a conversation about your Dolphins, but before we do, let's talk about the Colts taking on the Chiefs. That was my most confident play of Sunday.
Yep.
Not just them to win, but them to cover the 5.5 points. So
absolutely. Bro, I took him at -2.5. Mr. Alternate Spread over here. Oh, they're going to take it. Don't worry. Let's just make it a little more certain with that -2.5. Multiple parlays. I trusted them with my goddamn life. And the only thing I want to know at this point is what the fuck does Vegas know that we don't. The spread was off from the start. What the fuck do they know, man? How do they do it?
They're very good at their jobs, which is why they make a shit ton of money. I still think the Colts suck. I still think the Chiefs are Super Bowl contenders. I think it was a fluke game. But how the fuck does Vegas know that's going to happen?
Don't know. Don't know, man. Don't know. Ruined my day for sure. Ruined
Oh,
my day.
ruined. Now, I think, you know, as I think I sent you a message, I was like, this is the worst fucking Sunday. And you just said, it was literally right as the 4 o'clock games were going to come up. The Jags are going to beat the fucking Chargers. Everything's awful today. This is terrible.
Exactly.
The Jags didn't beat the Chargers. The Jags destroyed the Chargers.
They assassinated the souls of the LA Chargers. And dude, it was before kickoff that I just said, based on how this fucking day is going, the Jags are going to beat the Chargers with the utmost certainty. Of course, I didn't bet because the day had been brutal enough. It's one of those moments where you have to cut your losses and say, hey, enough. And I just said, look, those Jags are going to do it. You watch. It's that kind of day. And look what fucking happened, dude.
Only if we knew, man. Only if we knew. Fuck, could have made some money on that one. Yeah, I think we talked about it last week. I'm selling the Chargers. I went into the season thinking they were a Super Bowl team. They're not. They're not that guy, pal. They're not that guy. The season's fucked, man. The season is really fucked. This is
I don't know. Hey, JB, you think it's too early to say that?
It's too early, but this is the point. And again, I know I'm biased, but this is when you want to have a Tom Brady, an Aaron Rodgers, a Patrick Mahomes at the helm, because this is the fucked up season where if you don't have that leadership and that like literally top 5 player in the NFL, you're not going to make it. You're not going to make it. I don't think the Jags are going to make it. They look good now. I think the Jags might not even make the playoffs. Who knows?
Borderline. And look, if Trevor Lawrence is clicking, if Christian Kirk is going to be that guy, if Zay Jones steps up, Jesus Christ, the 4th NFL team he's been with, and now he's going to be a stud number 2 receiver with the vet Marvin Jones, and they could put on a show, bro. I mean, look, I would if I were to bet now, I'd love to see what that futures prop looks like with the Jags making the playoffs right now, dude. But I don't know. I agree with you on the Chargers, bro. You do need that leader in these situations, and I don't think that's Justin Herbert.
Yeah, I agree. So, go ahead. Let's have a little chat about your Dolphins, bro.
Well. Let me remind you, before week 1, your buddy Joey was high on the Dolphins. He was hollering about Tua, and nobody wanted to listen, including you. Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, burning secondaries left and right, I predicted. And would you look at what they did to those Buffalo Bills? I told you, if they beat the Bills, we have to have a goddamn conversation. But here's the twist. I'm a little concerned, JB, with this Thursday night game. I'm a little concerned with it, all right? I saw some bullshit on Twitter about leaked practice videos from the Dolphins. Did you see that shit?
That is such bullshit. So that is they practice at some school where like it's literally like the fucking kids will be able to watch the practice from the dorm room.
Why do they do that?
Okay, so picture me and you in college, you fucking look out your window, you see the Miami Dolphins practice, and yeah, no shit, I'm gonna take a fucking video of it too. This is fucking awesome. I'm seeing a professional football team from my dorm room. It got posted to Twitter. Barstool Sports like retweeted it, and then they sent a fucking email to Portnoy saying like, you got to take this down. It was a closed practice. It was a closed practice. Then have it fucking in closed doors, assholes.
Fuck. How can I do my monologue here about the Finns winning the division when they practice in bullshit? See, look, all right. You've rained on my parade, man. But no, the real concern is Tua's banged up, Waddle's banged up, no time to rest, and they're going in. But look, the bottom line is the Finns are legit. You watch out for those motherfuckers. You could show that meme of Tua and that bullshit quote he said a couple weeks ago about how short he is. And if he can't see you as a receiver, he's not going to throw to you. Throw all that shit out the window. The Finns are here to stay. And now the Bills got to play catch up. Yeah, I said it.
I don't disagree with you. I'm still not sold on Tua, and I know that's very hard for you to believe. It's more so Waddle and Tyreek Hill are that good.
Can we also talk about the 5 starters on the Bills D that were not playing in that game?
And we're talking like the Bills secondary is all Pro Bowler. So you're talking you go from a Pro Bowler to a bench player, huge difference. The reason again, I respect Bills Mafia. I hate the Buffalo Bills. So I was glad to see the Bills lose. until someone posted a video. There's this asshole Miami Dolphins fan who's like walking around saying, "Enjoy the fucking plane ride home" to all these Bills fans. And I'm like, dude, Dolphin Dolphins fans aren't real. Okay.
Correct.
People in Miami are not real football fans. They're
Correct.
transplants. There's Patriots fans that go down there now and watch Dolphins full time.
Did you see the
So
presence of Bills Mafia? Did
it
you
was
see the
insane.
presence?
Dude, they took
Oh
over
my
South
god.
Beach. It was insane. So
Yeah. Yeah.
that's what bothers me. Again, I think Dolphins are fun. I think they're entertaining. Their fans don't deserve this, and that's why I'm still going to root against them.
Yeah, I think that's a fair take, JB, and I don't disagree with that for 1 second. I really don't. It's comparable to the the LA Chargers, LA Rams of the past,
It's
LA
terrible.
whatever,
Yeah.
comparable.
So last thing, I don't have it up here because it was too heartbreaking for me to put anything up there. Mac Jones.
Oh
No word.
no,
So
dude.
there's again, as of today, I looked this up right before we started recording. Today is Thursday night. Um, he's telling people he's playing.
Oh, dude, what are you talking about?
He's
When you
he's
say no, when you say no word, are you saying there's no word if he's going to play?
so I mean they're interviewing Hoyer and they're acting, with Belichick again doesn't say a goddamn thing. They asked Belichick and they're like,
Right.
"How is Mac Jones?" I don't know if you saw the clip. If you didn't, I posted it. It's day by day. So Bill, how's his ankle? Day by day. Like,
No,
and this is
I
the
didn't
shit.
see
If
it.
I need to make a T-shirt now that just says day by day, and we'll be millionaires. But um, they're saying, the rumor is that the actual Patriots are concerned that he's going to push himself to play and injure it even worse. So we'll
So
see.
it's a JB, it's a high ankle sprain, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay. So, the amount of let's not factor this in too much, right? But the amount of pain he was in, those high ankle sprains, man, much worse than the low ankles. Like, I read something that they were even contemplating, or surgery was on the table as an option. If you're contemplating surgery for a sprain, uh, that's not good. But who knows, man? Who knows?
I personally don't want to see him play. I want to see him sit out. I'm not saying that he's shut him down for the season. If he wants to do the surgery out, good for him. Take it, whatever. I don't want to put him out there just to show, oh, he's tough. He's got great. He doesn't want to lose his starting job. Like, there's nothing to
Yeah.
gain. I hate, like, they going to beat the Green Bay Packers to start off with? Probably not. Like,
No,
let's
no,
just
no.
call it
God,
what it
no.
was. So, like, why send him out there that hurt and do more damage to him? So,
Totally agree, JB. That is a logical take, and I agree. Let whatever is going to happen on Sunday at Lambeau Field happen, and bring them back when it makes sense.
agreed. Agreed. So, we're gonna start off NFL Week 4 here. Again, it is Thursday. The game has kicked off. I'm currently watching it on the other TV. Before we get into it, two things here on this Thursday night game here: Dolphins versus Bengals. Joey,
Mm.
one, the Bengals' white uniforms are fire, dude. White helmets and white
Oh yeah,
uniforms,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
fire,
yeah. I agree.
fire,
I agree. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan.
huge. Now your boy JB's got a little same game parlay action cooking right now.
Oh, what do you got cooking, bro? What do you got?
Oh, this is a little spicy. I will
Okay.
caveat that this was a free bet. I would never do this with my own money, but it was a free bet, so it's one unit. Um, Jalen Waddle over 67.5 yards.
Like it.
Tyreek Hill over 75.5 yards.
Okay.
Tua over 254.5 passing yards.
Okay.
Dolphins alternative spread -2.5. They were actually 3-point dogs in this game.
Okay.
Jalen Waddle touchdown. Tyreek Hill
Mhm.
touchdown.
Oh, you're getting spicy here.
Jamar Chase touchdown. Plus
It's
6651.
Okay, so look, it's not completely insane. Not one of those did I detest.
No.
But Waddle's a little banged up. Now we'll see. Like I would say, JB, I actually like that. I actually don't mind it at all. And the Bengals, as we speak, are up 7-0. Two is going to be chucking that rock around. I don't hate it. I don't hate it
Yeah.
at all.
I did want to touch the over. I did, but I don't know, decided against it for some stupid reason. But anyway, so my pick was the Dolphins. Let's get the spreads up here. Let's get this going. Let's start this week off.
I'm
So
looking, yeah. Look, what was it here? So Cincy -3.5.
yeah, I didn't get it. I was texting a bunch of people about it. I was like, I don't understand. Someone tell me the spread.
Somebody
And
explain it.
there's
Explain it, bro.
Heat. They had to travel. It's in Cincy since he's breaking out the white uniforms. Again,
Yeah.
I took the Dolphins. I took the Dolphins at an alternate spread where they were actually -2.5. I did like the over under 48.5, and I'm telling you, I'm going to be kicking myself for not betting it. What do you think?
Yeah. I mean, I'm definitely with you on the Fins here. I'm looking at the live spreads. Fins are plus 7.5. But I mean, yeah, I don't get it. I understand it's a short turnaround with them playing on Thursday, but has anyone been impressed with the Bengals thus far? If so, what have you been impressed with? I
Nothing.
mean, I have been super impressed with the Dolphins, and for that reason, absolutely be comfortable with the spread in that situation. What'd you say? -2.5? Did you see it?
Yeah, I flipped it
Or
to
plus
Miami
two and a
minus
half?
two and minus 2.5 Miami. So I bet the ultimate spread
Ah, the
-2.5.
alternate spread. Got it. Good move, man. Good move.
And I will say it's with how much this swayed me or how much I thought the Dolphins were better. I'm a huge Joe Burrow guy. You may
Oh,
even
sure,
say
sure.
he's my
Yep.
boy. He is a
Yeah.
boy. He's a JB boy. Um,
Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
think Miami should win this game pretty handily. So we'll see. We'll see.
I'm gonna be eyeing that same game parlay, bro, with that cayenne pepper sprinkled on top. Come on.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. All right, let's move on to games we can actually gamble on here. Minnesota at New Orleans. Minnesota -2.5 over under at 43 with the caveat this game is in London.
Yeah,
London,
good call.
England. So
Mhm.
really not at New Orleans. They lose a home game here. Don't like the spreads. I think Minnesota should win. I don't know what the Saints are doing. Over under at 43 is very tempting to me. What are your thoughts?
Yeah. So, I mean, normally I'd be tempted by that, but what the fuck was New Orleans doing last week, man? That was garbage to watch. Garbage. Dalvin Cook is in the mix for the Vikings, man. I didn't know if he was going to play, but the dude is a beast, man. He's going to throw on, something on his shoulder to keep it in place, and he's going to play. Read something where he did the exact same thing last year, and he put up 25 plus 30 fantasy points or something like that. So the guy plays through this dislocated shoulder. He's back. If he can't make it out, Alexander Madison, one of the best handcuffs in the game. I think Minnesota's got this, man. I don't know what has happened to the Saints, especially after that last week, but at -2.5 for the Vikings, I feel really good about that. Now, London is the big variable.
Right.
What does it mean? I don't know. But I don't know. If you just look at the spread with -2.5 Vikings, I'm loving that, man.
Yeah, I agree with you. No background. The spread doesn't make sense to me. I'm also a little I've gotten burned on so many spreads. I don't like it. So
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
got to win a couple spreads here. I think I'm gonna stick with the over under at 43, but I I would pick the Vikings -2.5. It makes sense to me.
For sure. For sure, man.
Next game, Cleveland at Atlanta. Cleveland -1.5 over under at 47.5. This is a stay away game for me. I think both these teams are garbage. I don't like it. I don't want any part of this.
No, I absolutely agree. But you know what? If I were to take a pick here, it's Atlanta. I think they're sick of fucking losing, and I think Mariota is gonna just say, "Hey, I can ball too, man."
What did you just
I'm
call him?
not Mariota. Oh, Mariota, dude.
Yeah, come on.
Did I say Mariota?
Yeah. Heineken's kicking in there, huh, bro?
No, I told you what happened before the Heineken, bro. The Heineken is just keeping me alive and just getting me through this, bro. There's gonna be more of those slips. All right, that wasn't even that bad, bro.
Wasn't
Mariota,
honestly wasn't. I don't
Mariota.
know why I'm calling you out on it.
No, you should. Rightfully so. Rightfully so. I'm staying away from this, JB, but I think I would love to see the Falcons win. But no, okay, stay away. I don't want nothing to do with this.
Like it. Buffalo -3 at Baltimore +3 over under 51.
Hmm.
Bills should win. Bills should probably win pretty easily. Again, I know final score didn't look like it. Baltimore really didn't destroy the Pats. The Pats actually destroyed themselves with turnovers.
Yeah,
Um,
I agree.
so I think Buffalo -3 is a pretty goddamn good price. The over under scares me because Buffalo's defense, when healthy,
They're
shuts teams
right.
down. So
Exactly. What's the scoop on their D, man? What is the injury report on their D, specifically the secondary? Because Lamar Jackson isn't fucking around, bro. Like you can't just throw in backups, even if you're the Bills, and expect to contain that guy successfully all game.
agreed. I don't know. I've heard Micah Hyde's out for the season, right? He's done.
Yeah,
But the
yeah,
rest of them I heard was only a 1 game miss. So we'll see what happens there.
yeah. I do like it. Bills -3. That seems really good to me, even if my boy J.K. Dobbins is back.
Every time he got a run, I literally just cursed your name in my house.
Yeah, he didn't come back with a vengeance, bro. He's gonna shake the cobwebs out. But Bills -3. Feel good about it.
Like it. The Washington football team +3
Yes.
against Dallas -3 over under 41. Another game I don't like. I like Dallas -3. Dallas -3 at the backup quarterback. I'm not going to touch this game. What are you going to do?
Get me the fuck away from this, man. This is intriguing, isn't it? Who would have thought that I'd be intrigued by the Washington football team against the Cowboys in Dallas? But you know what? Cowboys are that garbage, and the football team is that garbage that I'm intrigued. The over, but see, this is where you get in trouble. I would say normally 41. I don't know. Do you like the over at all?
No.
Carson Wentz slanging
Nope.
that rock around?
Nope.
Tony Pollard overthrowing Zeke Elliott as the lead back, breaking 80-yard runs. You don't see it?
No, because the over-under barely hit. It was at 38.5 last week against the Giants. And it hit because it was a 39-point game. But that's what Dallas is with Cooper Rush.
Right.
And don't get me wrong, I think Cooper Rush is a great backup quarterback. I think, you have to have a serious question is, does Dallas have a real shot at making the playoffs, or you rest Dak for the rest of the year, depending where they're at?
Right.
Carson Wentz is eventually going to have I used to be an MVP candidate game. I don't think it's this week. I personally don't, but it's going to happen, and it's going to be like, shit, I knew that was going to happen. Like, I hate the Washington football team. I hate them. But he when he was in Philly, before he got hurt that season, he was probably going to win MVP.
Oh, yeah. He brought it, man. He brought it.
So
he's capable, man. He's shown it. He's got it. He's got it there. But is it going to show here in Dallas? I'm not betting on that. I'm not betting on anything that has to do with this game.
Exactly. So pick is Dallas because it's at home. I'm not taking anything, though, with the spread -3. That's like a Dallas wins by 2 when everyone loses.
Yep. Right.
Seattle +4 at Detroit -4, over under at 48. I actually love Detroit in this spot, man. At home, -4. I think Detroit wins by a touchdown. What do you think?
I think I want to know what Amon-Ra St. Brown is going to be doing on Sunday. Is he going to be playing? If so, sign me up. Detroit -4. I feel great about it. If he's not playing, I don't feel great about it because I'm just not. What's up with Swift? Is he playing? So
who's their backup? Who's Detroit's backup running back? He used to be with the Green Bay Packers. Williams?
Oh, yeah, Williams. Yeah. Nah, I mean, for me, it's more like if you look at game changers on that team, Amon-Ra St. Brown, man, is a game changer. He's become one of the best wide receivers in the NFL. So if he's playing, I feel great about taking them at -4. Really good. Really good. If he's not, I think I'm going to stay away.
Don't blame you. Detroit away, I stay away. Detroit at home, I'm going to take a -4. I said that out loud, and I was like, do I really feel that good about it?
Right? Listen to yourself, man.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, this is a tough week. This is a really tough week. Like, there's not a lot I feel good about. Again, maybe like a week of over-under plays because there's not a lot of spreads I feel great about.
Dude, I'm with you on that. For real. I'm with you.
Speaking of spreads, I don't feel good about -5.5 Chargers against Houston. Houston getting +5.5. Over/under at 44. I'm looking at that. I'm like, over/under is very tempting. That's pretty low, but the Chargers look terrible. Houston could be not terrible. Staying away. I gotta be better. Bankroll management here. Staying away.
I got to stop falling for Houston here. So I actually took them at +3.5 last week against the Bears with confidence in it hit. Problem was I took that with Brandon Cooks over 55.5 yards or whatever. Somehow he did not make that happen. Look, I blew it. But bottom line is the Texans are not nearly as bad as I thought they were going to be this year. I'm not saying they're great, right? But at home, I think Lovie Smith is going to rally the troops, and they're going to bring it, man. Dameon Pierce is going to get 20 carries, 20-plus carries, and he's looking better and better and better. Brandon Cooks is a legit receiver. Not saying they have a legit quarterback, but they have some weapons, and their defense does not look bad at all. So Chargers -5.5. I'm tempted at the Texans at that +5.5. I'm tempted. I might pull the trigger here. To be honest, JB, just based on the Chargers' performance last week and based on the fact that we are done with them this season, I'm eyeing the Houston Texans here at home. I really am, but I just don't know if I'm going to pull the trigger quite yet.
Yeah. Again, I don't really like any of the spreads this week, so there's going to be a teaser play, and if there is a teaser play, Houston's involved because I don't know if Houston can win. I don't know if they can cover, but you juice that up to over a touchdown. I think Houston can.
I think so. Yeah, you know what, JB, you just nailed it. Yeah, I'm thinking +7.5 is going to be the play.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Tennessee +3 at Indy -3, over
Jesus
under at
Christ.
43. If you told me this is where we would be at week fucking 4, I'd be like,
This is
what?
this is a perfect example, man, with this fucking bullshit, dude. This spread against the team that beat the Chiefs last week are now -3 against the Titans of Tennessee. What the fuck, man?
So I'm not gonna touch this game other than my same game parlay, which hasn't hit, except it did save me on Monday Night Football. The running
Oh
back
yeah,
parlay
yeah.
that I've been doing with same
Yeah.
game. So gonna do Derrick Henry over yards, Derrick Henry touchdown, Jonathan Taylor over yards, Jonathan Taylor touchdown. I just hope that each of them get in the end zone in a long run. Maybe juice it up to plus 1,500, plus 2,000. Have a nice day. Over under 43 is so low, so you want to take it, but I don't. And I think Indy at -3 is just, well, they beat the Kansas City Chiefs, so they're good. I actually think Tennessee's the better team, but they haven't proven it yet. So again, besides that
Yeah.
same game parlay, I'm staying away.
I think that same game parlay, man, that really, really tickled my fancy. I am gonna ride that to the death with you, man. That's a good play because look, we talk about offensive weapons on the Colts. Who besides Jonathan Taylor? Please,
Right. Right.
please.
Like
And the
every game
same
they've been
thing,
in is because he gets going.
exactly. Same thing applies to the Titans, bro. Who besides Derrick Henry? So love that SGP. I'm cashing in on that with you.
Chicago +3, Giants -3, over under 39.5. Should we just move on right now? Or
Yeah, absolutely, because I have nothing to say to this. I hate this. I hate
hate
it.
this. I
I
hate both
hate
these
everything
things.
about it. Yeah, I don't wanna watch it.
Okay, let's move on.
I
Just
don't
move
wanna see
on.
highlights from it. I don't want anything to do with
This is interesting.
it.
Jacksonville at Philly. Philly -6.5, over under at 46.
How is it less than
Really,
a
really,
touchdown?
really, really, really want to take Philly really bad.
Wait, Philly -10, bro. Lock it up.
Ah, dude, I don't know. I don't know. You're forgetting there's teams that have played Philly tough.
Yeah, but
Detroit
who
only
has had
lost
an
by
answer?
3 or 4 against them. Jacksonville is technically in first place in the AFC South. Philly wins this game. I probably just jinxed it. But I I'm not deciding on this game right now. The pick is Philly. I'm probably not betting it. What are you doing?
I think I might go Philly -10 on this one because look,
Ooh, confidence.
nobody.
Confidence.
Hey, hear me out, bro. Nobody has had an answer for this offense. Nobody has had anything to do with Jalen Hurts.
Detroit
I
almost
mean,
did.
what do you mean, bro? No,
I mean, they went point for
no, no.
point for
Okay,
him. That's
sorry. Defense. Their defense. What
okay.
defense has had an answer for Jalen Hurts in that offense?
Fair, fair, fair.
You know what I mean? So, and that brings us to the Jags, right? What do we always talk about with the Jags? What did I talk about earlier? Trevor Lawrence finding his rhythm with Christian Kirk, Zay Jones, Marvin Harris. You know, so like, what about their defense? The Jacksonville Jaguars, their defense. Do you think they're going to be able to stop the Eagles? I certainly do not. Everybody talks about the Jags and Trevor Lawrence and their offense. Philadelphia's offense is a force to be reckoned with. And I think the Jags D is really going to struggle with that. I think Trevor Lawrence is going to be chucking it up all game because they're going to be playing from behind. And I think we'll see what he's really made of. But Jacksonville's D against the Philly offense, I'm betting on that all day, man. Take that alternate spread -10. I'm gonna be looking to parlay that was something, JB, but at least straight up, I'm gonna take that.
So you have intrigued me in the fact that teaser piece.
Okay.
Again, you do a 7-point teaser and you put Philadelphia down to a 0.5. They're pick 'em. Philly wins this game. Philly wins this
Hey,
game.
absolutely.
So you
I
take
like that.
that and you put, if it's a 7-point teaser, right? You put them with Houston plus 12.5. Like that a lot as well.
Now we're talking.
Now
We're talking. See, you're gonna get me to the teaser game, JB. I've never messed with it in the past, to be honest. But what you just said makes complete sense to me.
Oh, there's a couple other pieces of the puzzle. Don't worry, we're gonna juice this teaser up here.
Oh boy.
Again, another one. Let's just talk it like it's a prelim UFC fight. Jets at Pittsburgh -3, over under 41.5. I hope they don't televise this game. Is all I'll say. I'm not touching it, not looking at it. I might even not check the final score, to be honest with you. What are you doing?
I'm going to apologize to you and our fan base for my misplaced confidence in the New York Jets last week. I am embarrassed thoroughly, and I would like to move on to the next game.
I will give you credit for owning up to that because I totally forgot that you took the Jets last week, and that would have completely slipped by me. So I'll give you props on owning up to that. You do own up to
Thank
it.
you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
All right. Arizona plus 1.5 at Carolina, over under 43.5. This is it for Arizona. I'm betting Arizona. I'm very confident on it. They're a money line pick for me. If they screw me this week, I'm done with them. I'm done. Right in the ship. See you later. Take it easy, Kyler Murray, and your 3 foot tall fucking Call of Duty ass. This is it for me. So Arizona plus 1.5, not juicy enough. Take the money line.
Hey, look, we've been talking, JB. Why don't we just take straight up money line more often when we feel like we're super confident? This is a situation where, fuck yeah. First of all, can I ask you just a brief question? Why plus 1.5? Why?
Why would I take it plus 1.5?
No, I'm saying, can you help me understand why the Panthers are favorites in this matchup? Can you help me understand that to start with?
Home. The only
Okay,
reason.
so it's
Only
simple
reason.
as that. All
Yeah.
right,
There's
fair enough.
when
Fair
you
enough.
when you see something under 2, it's going to be they're probably both somewhat evenly matched, and one's home, one's not. I would argue Carolina is not evenly matched, but then you say Christian McCaffrey, and everyone's like, "Oh shit, yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
it's true,
fair
and yeah,
assessment." You know what I mean?
yeah, and look what they did to the Saints, the Panthers last week. They spanked them. So, okay, plus 1.5 money line. I like that. I like it a lot, and I like it straight up. Normally, I'd be looking at that over 43.5, but I still think it's a little tempting, though. You know?
So one thing we'll talk about here more when we get to college football, and I don't think it's going to be an issue for Sunday, but this hurricane is going to wreak havoc on some college football games.
Oh, true. Yeah, yeah,
Now
yeah.
it is going to the Carolinas, is the last I heard. So I don't know. By Sunday, I think it's gone. I think it's
Should be.
basically a tropical storm or like a thundercloud. But
Yeah.
um, just something to keep an eye on. That might be why the over under is kind of low, because I do agree that does seem low for these two teams, in my opinion.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. But at minimum, look, Kyler Murray, Connor, let's go. Plus 1.5 cards. Book it.
You know what I'm going to do.
Oh
So
God. You know what? Are you gonna watch this?
oh, I'm going to watch. Dude, I watch every Patriots game, whether they're going to get their ass kicked or not. I watch every game
You
on
do. You
fucking.
do. That was a stupid question. You do.
Don't ask me stupid questions.
All right.
New England at Green Bay. Green Bay getting 9.5, over under 40.5. I'm going to take the Patriots and the points. I don't. No,
No.
no, no, no.
Oh
Listen,
my. What
listen,
the
listen,
fuck,
listen, listen,
dude?
listen. I don't know they can win this game. I don't think they. I'm telling you, this is hard for me to say. I don't think they can beat Green Bay.
How is that hard for you to say, bro? All right, let's skip to the
I've
points. Why are you
never,
taking them
dude.
with
I
them?
had
Yeah.
Tom Brady for 20 fucking years, and I've basically said there's no one who can beat him. Yes, teams have beat him, but I was like, no, he's gone. So, baby steps. All right, this is like Alcoholics Anonymous, where you finally admit you're an alcoholic. So just like,
All right. Sorry. I came on it too hard. I came too hard. All right, let me back off. Go ahead, JP. 9.5.
Green Bay
What
might
do you?
win by a touchdown.
But
What have you seen this year that gives you that much confidence on a 9.5 point spread?
all right, to be honest, the Packers and what they did in Tampa Bay to me was a statement. That was a statement. They got
It
off to a
almost went to
little bit of a
overtime. It almost went to overtime. If Tom Brady actually could
listen.
manage a clock at that 2 point conversion, that goes to overtime, bro.
I was almost certain the Bucks were going to win that game because of how Green Bay came out of the gate. Super slow. They got old dinosaurs at receiver with Cobb and Watkins, and you know what I mean. Like I was not believing in Green Bay, but the fact that they won that game, it was on the road as well, wasn't it?
It was in Tampa
I
Bay.
think
It
that
was Tampa Bay's
yeah.
home opener.
Yeah, so I look, man, I just don't see how the Pats are gonna have any answers for Rodgers, but also the Packers D. They look pretty good, and I think that's where the biggest concern is, though, JB. You know what I mean? Like the Packers D are gonna feast in this situation. No,
Again, I'm biased. I this is a game that the Patriots somehow pull a miracle and win. I'm going to be the biggest like Bostonian
oh yeah,
asshole you'll ever meet, and I'll be like, "Hey, remember
oh
that time we
yeah,
beat with a backup quarterback or Mac Jones on one fucking leg? Fuck yourself. Your team, like you call yourself, like, and Green Bay also calls himself Title Town, which really rubs me the wrong way.
oh yeah,
Um,
right.
Green Bay is a better team on paper. Clearly, you don't get minus 9.5 points in the NFL
Correct,
for not being the better team. I think it's
correct.
too many points from what I've seen going on this season. I'm not like Brian Hoyer has been a starting quarterback. I think he can manage a game where they don't lose by more than a touchdown. And
Yeah,
what's like, it's Green, like, Green Bay hasn't been lighting it up on the scoreboard exactly. Like if they were putting up 40 points on everyone, yeah, I agree with you. But like again, that was a grind against Tampa. And that's like
Yeah,
honestly, that game last week pissed me off because I'm like, that's not what we deserve. If that's the last Tom Brady versus Aaron Rodgers game. I hope they both make the playoffs because
sure,
that
sure.
like what was it, like 14-12 or some bull? Like that's
Yeah,
not a
yeah, it
Tom
was
Brady
yeah,
versus Aaron Rodgers
agreed.
game.
Agreed. Yeah, agreed. All right, I can at least see where you're coming from here. I do not agree with you though. In Green Bay at -9.5, -10, I really do like that.
All right. So we'll call this New England covers 9.5. You do a shoey. Green Bay
Yes,
wins. Okay, we'll call it a shoey
I
bet
feel I feel
with
I
the
feel
spread. With
I
the
feel
spread.
that good about it, and I think it's a fair deal. This is a good fair shoey bet right here.
I like that. I like that. I'll take that. Take that all day. Oh, Broncos country.
Let's ride. I hate that you sent me that, man. I hate it. I
Dude,
hate it.
is it just like play in your head constantly like it does with
Yeah,
me?
it's
Like
so awkward,
I'll
man.
be
It's
sitting
so
there like
weird.
thinking about nothing, and all of a sudden it's just Russell Wilson with the screen behind him being like Broncos country, let's ride. I'm like, fuck, why is that
Dude,
just
it's
playing in my head randomly?
it's so weird, man. At what point would you play that? At what point in the event, right? Would the event coordinator or the AV director say, "All right, now's the time. Let's play it," and they put that bullshit up on the jumbotron? When would they do that?
I don't have an answer. But
It's
anyway,
incredibly weird and demotivating, and I hate it.
I was very high on Vegas to start the season. They're 0-3.
Yes, yes, you were.
There was a closed doors meeting with Josh McDaniels and the team.
Oh, really?
When you have a closed door meeting in week 4, it's not a good fucking sign, bro.
I didn't know that, dude. I didn't know that.
I'm gonna stay away from this game. In my heart of hearts, I do think Vegas shows up and it's like, okay, yep, they can be good. They have the talent on there. If Vegas loses to Denver, I think you have to have a serious conversation about benching Derek Carr for Jared Stidham.
Ooh, yeah, yeah. I mean, look, I can't really argue against that given the situation, right?
Brand new stadium, brand new coach, millions of dollars and everything. Devontae Adams, you went out and got talent. You went out and got these
Right,
players. Like
right.
you can't be passive here. And while Vegas is not, again, there's no real fans in Vegas, right?
True.
Oakland ain't that far away.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
But
this
JB, you put that on Carr?
Carr has bothered me this season because he's in the same class as Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers.
I
And
think
I
he
don't
got a lot of hype. Yeah, I think he got
every
that
one
hype
of
for that
his
first QB.
overthrows. I'm telling you, watch him every time that it's an incomplete pass, arms go up where there's a flag. I am a Tom Brady
Yeah,
supporter. I totally recognize he does that all the time, but it's
yeah,
Tom fucking
yes,
Brady and he deserves that. That's 6 Super
yeah,
Bowls.
sure.
That's 20 years of being dominant. You get to go, whoa, I didn't complete a pass. It's going to be someone else's fault. When you're Derek Carr, you got to own up to it and say, I'm probably not that good. I probably overthrew it.
Yeah, yeah. I don't quite have those accomplishments as Brady. I got to earn the right to do that. All right, fair enough. So JB, on this one, I do think that this is when Vegas turns it around. Enough is enough. And I think if there is a team for them to finally break through against, it's a bullshit team in the Denver Broncos, man. Not so. I thought they were going to be a force, to be honest. I'm embarrassed for thinking that because I think from their head coach to their confused, demotivating quarterback to unproven receivers. Although I do like Judy, but not sold on the Broncos at all. And I think I think Vegas comes alive in this game. It's got to happen. It's got to happen. I think this is the week.
It has to. I think you have to ask for wholesale changes. I will tell you, there's going to be a game, and it's probably like if Denver loses this, they're probably going to be like underdogs for most people. We got to pick Denver for one game, only so we can sit there the entire game and go, Broncos country.
Broncos
Let's
country.
ride.
Let's
Let's
ride.
ride.
Let's
Let's
ride.
ride.
Oh,
And what's
I hate it
scary
with the
is
oh
me
god.
and you are saying it more enthusiastically than he did.
I know, dude. He says it like a robot in his hand movements, to like trying to pump the crowd up. Like it's so weird, man.
Awkward as fuck. All right. Kansas City at Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay getting -1.5 over under
Here we go.
45.
Here
I
we
will
go.
say that the game has been announced. It's staying in Tampa. There was some question there with the hurricane if they're going to have to do a movement.
Okay. Yeah.
It's going to be in Tampa. If anyone's in Tampa Bay, my tickets have not sold yet. I can't get anyone to buy these tickets. So you're a listener. Help me out. Maybe I'll throw you some. Like my tickets are pretty sweet down there. I'm not going to lie. So anyway, Tampa -1 against Kansas City. I don't like this game. Kansas City just lost. Mahomes is looking for
Mhm.
revenge. So is
Mhm.
Brady. Brady's
Mhm.
kind of got the whole Tampa thing behind him. They just went through a hurricane. I like points here. I want to see if Mike Evans obviously got back. If Godwin plays and Julio Jones plays, give me the points. Give
I'm with you.
me the
Yeah,
points.
I'm with you on the over, JB. I agree, especially if the cast of characters is there in full effect. Um, I'm staying away from the game straight up. Cannot pick a winner in this situation. Like you said, both teams are a bit pissed. And I think the only thing is if conditions are super sloppy, the offenses might not be running like a well-oiled machine. But for 45, man, yeah, look, take the points in this situation.
So I mean, the Hurricane will be out of there by then, but the question is like, what's the field like? Right? Like,
Right, exactly. Yeah, yeah. And I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. I
I
don't
don't
know
know.
what you do with a hurricane in a football field.
I,
Like
I, I
a
it,
tarp
it
is not
should
going
be
to cover
fine.
that. It's not like a rain delay at Fenway Park. You know what I mean? Like,
Agreed. I think Tampa ended up getting maybe a tropical storm, no torrential, natural disaster type stuff in Tampa, as far as I know.
mm, I don't know what news you're watching, bro, but we're just gonna move on that one.
I like reading CNN articles, bro. You know that.
It's cute. It's cute. So many things I want to say right now, but I won't. LA Rams plus one. Fuck, I hate you. You know how to trigger me so badly. This is why I hate that you know me so bad. Like, like the one thing to say to me, and I'm like,
What? I don't know what you're talking about, bro. I'm just
no,
speaking
no.
honestly. I can't talk
Just
to you
fucking
honestly
wrestling.
anymore. Fuck.
LA Rams plus 1.5 at San Fran over under at 43.
hmm
Give me the Rams. Give me the Rams. Jimmy
Yeah,
Garoppolo does not have that dog in him. You step out of bounds.
I
You
know. I
step out
know.
of bounds and give yourself a safety. Like, no, no. And again, Jimmy, I love you when you were a Patriot. I really like when you went to Super Bowl. I wish you beat Patrick Mahomes. You're done. You're done. Rams, 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 Rams. Put them in that teaser. Get them up to 8.5. So if they lose by a touchdown, you still cover. Boom.
There's that cayenne pepper that I was talking about earlier, JB. Look, you called this one, man. I got to give you credit. When I was trying to give you the old last week, Jimmy G, bro, he's been here before. Remember last season? He's going to connect with Debo Samuel just like it was yesterday, like riding a bike. Bro, you called it. You said, you know what? He doesn't have that dog in him anymore. He doesn't have it. And what did we see last week? What did we see as he dips his toe into the back of the end zone like an unaware fuck with a 0 rating and awareness in Madden? Do you ever make those characters, man? Like when you create players with like horrible awareness and
Yeah,
like you
mine was
bump
always
it
like a
way, way,
300
way,
pound
way.
running back that had somehow had 99 speed.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, dude. You know what I'm talking about. He looked like that as a quarterback. No idea where he was. He didn't show the fighter. He didn't show the dog in him. How the fuck can I ride with him the rest of the way out? You were right, JB. He does not have that dog. Stafford's going to roll over them. He's going to roll over them, man. Rams offense comes alive and takes this. I love the teaser as well, JB. We got to crush that this upcoming weekend, man.
I like that. Only thing I'll say is about his safety. There's a meme out there, and his back foot actually hits like the end racism thing. And someone's like, "Look at Jimmy Garoppolo single-handedly putting his foot down on racism." And
Dude, why does
when I
God,
read
I
that, and
hate
I
it.
was like,
I hate
"Fuck,
it.
I'm actually stupid because that would have never come up." Like, this is why I'll never be a multimillionaire, because if I came up with that, that would be a shirt, that would be a coaster, that would be a hat, like, everything, everything, everything.
It's just, oh man, yeah, no comment, dude. Is that everything?
That's everything for the week. So we got to talk Survivor,
Oh
my friend. We got to
shit!
talk Survivor because
Fucking a.
I want to welcome you to the Red X Club. It's warm. Dip your toe in. It's a little warm here,
No,
but
I don't like it. I don't
and
like it.
and do you want to welcome me to the Green Checkmark Club? Because guess who got a green
Ah, you
checkmark,
son of a
motherfucker?
bitch, dude. You were the guy who said that you weren't even gonna watch that game, Cowboys and Giants. You said you were gonna catch up on your sleep, if I recall. And you're telling me a green check mark comes out of that? That's bullshit.
Sort of the same game parlay, motherfucker. That's what happens when you have a really bad Sunday. You
That's
get desperate. You get fucking
exactly.
desperate, and you watch the fucking Giants and fucking Cowboys on Monday Night Football on your iPad while you're
Fair
lying in
enough.
bed saying, "Please God, give me a win."
You degenerate fuck, man. I remember waking up. It was a Tuesday morning. You sent me a screenshot of the hit, and I'm like, actually, it was a good bet. It's pretty good. But I hated you because you said you were fucking not even going to watch it. So anyway, whatever. I'll take the L like a man. God damn it. It was the Jags that crashed my fucking party. Doesn't matter. I'm confident in the strategy. I'm confident in my picks from here on out. As you can see in week 4, maximum carnage on my side. Look at what you got going on. Week 4. Steelers.
Steelers versus Browns.
Steelers. We just said we don't want anything to do with that. So I'm gonna end it there and say that as this goes on, I get a little more nervous because you loaded the back half of the season with good matchups.
That's why I'm so happy when you said yes to this show. You bet I was like, yes, I'm out of Survivor, but I'm not dead.
Yeah, looking back, that was probably dumb. I hate you.
All right. So again, you are technically the leader. You have less red
Yes.
X's than me. So you do the honor, sir. Week 17.
All right, so 17. Looking at the mix, for me, there's not a whole lot left. However, I've managed to stash a little gem until the very end, and I feel like you, of all people, will appreciate me taking the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at home against the Carolina Panthers. You gotta love that in Week 17, bro.
I do. I'm gonna give you a lot of credit there. You stashed
Yep.
them, and
Yep.
I did not call you out on that because if I was still alive, I'd be like, dude, what the fuck is your case?
I'm happy to announce that as my pick.
I like that. That is a great pick. I'm gonna pull up my sheet because when you get eliminated from Survivor, you kind of stop caring a little bit here.
True.
Which you'll now come to grasp with me, my friend. Okay. Talking about teams that I was really high on. Las Vegas was my pick. San Fran
boy.
coming to town, Las Vegas. Maybe Vegas gets it together then, If not, maybe it's
that's garbage, bro. That's the terrible pick.
Fuck you. You're in the same boat as me, bro. It's called People Who Died. Okay. Okay.
I know. I'm critiquing your preseason logic that Vegas was going to be a playoff caliber team.
Oh yeah, no, no, yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's on me. I was way too high. I don't know why. I was very high on them. But anyway, my pick was Vegas. Let's just move on.
Right.
I'm probably gonna get another red X there too, but you live, you learn. Week 18 again, sir. This is the last time, last Survivor pick. So all we got is green checks and red X's from here. So what do you got? And there's no times here because they haven't set the schedule because this is when there's Saturday and Sunday's game. So what do you got?
Oh, son of a bitch, JB. So the truth is, I'm looking at this slide and seeing these matchups for the first time. I did not pick. This is the last week, right? 18 that we're doing this.
You are literally the worst. Like, I just want to put this out there so people don't know Joey. Joey's the person that you say, hey, man, I'll pick you up at 9 a.m. We'll go do all this stuff. And, like, you get in your car at 8:45 and Joey texts you, like, hey, bro, need 5 more minutes, man. Struggling for real.
Hey, thank you for that because I've now picked the clear winner in week 18, and that is none other than the Jacksonville Jaguars at home against the lowly Tennessee Titans. Lock it up, win the survivor pool. That's how I roll.
I like it. You want to know who, if I say it live, you know who my pick was?
Who?
Your Miami Dolphins.
Oh, really?
Coming to Miami against the Jets.
Oh, that's a damn good week 18.
Dude, that was the lock. Like, that was like, if I made it, I was like, dude, everyone can just fuck off. There's no way they lose. and then I'm talking to my dad about it, and he goes, well, what if Miami's like, got to make the playoffs and they rest their players? I was like, Dad, why do you ruin everything? That was like,
smart man. That is a wise comment. Wow.
It is. Wow. All right. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep moving here. All right. College football. Let's not waste too much time, but I'm going to say.
I'm just going to say, hey, I am about 85% convinced that you figured out college football after
I'm very close, my friend. I'm very close. I'm profitable. There's no doubt about that. I am very close to like pants off. Like we won some serious parlays here. So let's just hit it. Michigan at Iowa. Michigan minus 11, over under at 42. The argument is Iowa has good defense. Iowa doesn't score. They literally sell shirts that say I root for the punter.
What did they say? Your audio is a little funky, man. What did they say?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, better.
All right. They literally sell shirts that say "I root for the punter."
Oh, that's terrible, man.
It's terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible.
All right.
So hear me good. I'm trying to like turn my screen at the same time. Over under 42 is very tempting. I think Michigan does win by 11 points, so both probably on my card.
All right.
Kentucky +7 against Ole Miss. I like Kentucky +7 over under 53.5. Don't feel great about it.
No. But Kentucky you like? +7?
I do.
All right. Okay.
Oklahoma at TCU. TCU +6.5. I like TCU in this spot. I'm betting the over under because it's at 69. Giggity.
Nah,
Moving
you
on.
motherfucker. Jesus Christ. That's it.
Purdue at Minnesota. Minnesota -12 over under at 52. I didn't bet Minnesota last week. They were like -2 and they destroyed someone like 42-0. They're
Jesus.
-12. That's Tom Brady's number. Bet Minnesota -12.
Oh,
Get out.
yeah. Yeah. It's all there. It's all there.
Texas Tech at Kansas State -7.5. Like Kansas State, but love the over under at 57. Over under 57 is the pick.
Okay.
Oregon State at Utah. I'm not sold on this one yet. Utah probably wins. They probably cover, but I think the over under at 54.5 is kind of low. So potentially a play there.
Tempted. All right.
Alabama at Arkansas. Arkansas plus
Mm.
17.5, over under at 16.5. I love the over under 16.5 because Arkansas will get in the end zone and Bama will put up 41 on them.
They're going to, yeah.
17.5 is a lot of points to cover.
It is. I thought you were going to go there, man.
I'm close. I'm very, very close. Potential teaser piece on a little Saturday, but
Okay.
we'll see. Oklahoma State at Baylor. Baylor get -2.5. Don't love this over, or don't love the spread. The over under is literally where I don't want it to be. I'll still take the over. Fuck it.
Of course you will. Of course you will.
Iowa State at Kansas. Kansas +3, over under at 59. Now let's talk about Kansas. All right, let's just
Can we talk about Kansas for a second?
They are legit. Their quarterback should win the Heisman this year, the way he's playing. The fact they are underdogs here is a disgrace. So don't just say Kansas plus the points. Juice that motherfucker up to Kansas money line. Juice that motherfucker up to Kansas covering 6.5 because they went by a touchdown.
Okay. Fuck. Are you? Hold on. Is this where you go with this?
Dude. So we're gonna be at the Foxwood Sportsbook at DraftKings. So
God.
I'm taking Kansas. I'm taking Kansas money line. I'm taking Kansas -6.5. The over under at 59 might be the lock. That might be JB's lock this week. It's high. It's high. Iowa State does score points. They do. So I really like this. I love this game. This is circle this game and let's talk about it next week. I'm telling you right.
What time do they kick off, JB?
I think it's 3:30.
All right. Well, either way, I'm going to go in money line with you on Kansas. Maybe you can convince me to go plus. Oh no, sorry. You're talking about minus what? 6, -7?
Dude, go -6.5. So if they win by a touchdown, they cover.
6.5. All right. Look, that's a discussion to be had.
Many discussions to be had. Northwestern at Penn State. Penn State -25, over under 51. Northwestern sucks. Penn State covers this game by 40.
Jesus, great. You're that confident, man.
Northwestern is one of the worst teams in college football.
Minus 25, man. All right, man. All right.
LSU at Auburn. Auburn +8.5. I'm not sold on LSU. Auburn is that bad. Over under at 46.5 in an SEC rivalry. I do like that. So take the over.
All right.
This isn't a hurricane game. Oh, so Joey, so just so you know, the LSU Auburn game. These are now, the right side is games when we are going to be 100% the sports book. I know potentially we might be the sports book earlier, but we will 100% be here for these games. So that's why.
All right, good to know. Side. Good to know. Love it.
NC State at Clemson -6.5, over under at 43. Over under 43 for this game. The only reason is because it's a hurricane game. Clemson's in the Carolinas.
Right.
I still say take it. I also say take NC State plus the points and NC State outright. Clemson fucked me last week, man. They really fucked me last week.
Yeah. I remember.
For those who don't know, they were 6.5 point favorites. 6.5 point favorites. They went to overtime against Wake Forest. They scored, so go up by 6, and they were in the overtime where you have to go for 2, and they did not convert the 2, so they won by 6. If that hit, it would have been very, very good for JB.
It's a heartbreaker, man.
West Virginia at Texas. Texas -9.5, over under 63. I don't know if Texas is back anymore.
Texas is back. What do you mean Texas is back? Come on, man.
No. Texas is
Hey.
back when Arch Manning's back there, but over under 63, very tempting. Very, very tempting.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
The Stanford and Oregon game minus 17 over under
What are you
64.
doing? What are you doing here, man? Be careful.
Over,
All right.
over because it starts at 10:30.
Ugh,
We're at Foxwoods.
we're gonna be all
You know where
sauced
we're
up,
at. We're
man.
all sauced
Oh
up. You take
God, I
that
see
over
where
at
you're going.
64 and you just scream for points
I
just standing there staring at you. This is the one that you scream for every touchdown and no one has any idea what you're rooting for. You just start fucking high-fiving every time someone scores. You
I'm
start high-fiving
sold.
for safeties.
Yeah. All right. Look, I'm sold based on your logic here, which is flawed to say the least, but I support it.
I like it. Notice SMU UFC game. It did get rescheduled to Sunday. I think it's Sunday at 1 p.m. because of the hurricane. Only reason I like it, over under 64.5. Both these teams put a ton of points up. Don't know if I'll touch it. I don't love watching college football on Sunday when there's an NFL on. So just the over under was tempting. I liked it when it was on Saturday. Don't love it when it's on Sunday.
All right. All right. Oh man, action packed. Action packed, JB.
All right. So we are at 56 minutes, but this is why we put UFC towards the end.
Well,
You know
especially a
why?
card like this, man. Am I looking at a main event slide here?
Dern versus Jan.
What the fuck, man? This is a borderline prelim fight. Nah, maybe that's a little harsh. But a main event? Is this the price we need to pay for UFC 280?
It's not great. I'm not gonna lie. This event, then they're off next week. I think the following event is actually really good. It's another women's main event, but that card is stacked. I think they kind of know they have a banger in that pay-per-view on October 22nd. And they're just gonna say, well, deal with this. I don't know what I want.
Fine. All right. Well, let's do a speed review here then.
Speed review, real quick. Bo Nickel.
Oh, the real deal. You best believe it, man. If that's what you're asking.
You know who his first fight is against?
Jamie Pickett, right?
That's a great fight. That's a great fight for him because that's either that's Bo Nickel fight someone for legit, and yeah, he is legit, and I do think he is. And if he is,
you do like Jamie Pickett, man,
I do.
But I think it's a matchup clash, though, isn't it? Jamie Pickett's a striker, he's a guy who KO you. I just Bo Nickel is a guy that's going to maul you, Chimaev style, bro.
Agreed, but my point is, Bo Nickel doesn't care about getting hit because he's never been hit by anybody that can have power. I know what your thoughts. Pickett's got power, man. So he goes in and Pickett clips him with that uppercut.
Fair point. Yeah. Okay, I get it. Yeah. Look, that's a great first fight in the UFC, man. Throw him to Pickett. I'll watch.
So when we start talking about Dana White Contender Series, right as we start the kickoff here for a UFC fight night, we know the kind of fight night we have in here.
Yeah, exactly. Good point.
So I say we run through it and say if you have a pick, no, like I'm not. God damn it. All right, so I'm just gonna tell you right now. This is the Randy Costa. The
Randy Costa.
The Randy Costa. Now, the reason I said that was we went to a local MMA event in Wilmington, Massachusetts, and Randy Costa was the ring announcer. And I said, Joey, that's the Randy Costa. He goes, what? There's no the in front of that. His name is just Randy Costa. I was like, no, that's the. He's like, I have no idea what this fucking person is. I was like, okay, cool. And then I saw this fight and I was like, hey, asshole, guess what? The Randy Costa.
Yeah.
Him at minus 285 is fucking stupid. He hasn't beaten anybody. I'm gonna say this terrible. Is that Guido Canatini? Because I'm not gonna get sued.
Guido, bro. You don't know an Italian name when you see it. Come on.
Italian.
What's the matter with you?
His name is actually Guido, isn't that like?
It's Guido Canetti.
Cool. Guido Canetti all day plus 240. He beat my boy Chris Montonio, which we're not going to go into details why I love him, dude, but he's former CES, and I love that boy, and he held his own against Sean O'Malley. Should have gone to a decision. So Guido by finish is my pick here. So I'm going to actually juice that up to by finish. Don't know what it is, but Guido's the pick. What do you got?
Oh, I think Guido as well. He destroyed Chris Montonio. Destroyed him. He's still 42 years old, bro. All right, so let's not get too excited. However, I'm with you on that, man. I just don't know if it's going to be by finish, to be honest. I think at him 240, that's juicy enough for me. So I'll probably take a stab at that.
Love it. All right, Stolarenko versus Chandler. Don't love it. Minus 115. Stolarenko by sub. Probably going to look at it because that's how she wins. Fight does not go to the finish. Also tempting. What do you got?
Stoliarenko is my Vegas sweetheart. When I was over there for International Fight Week, she broke the arm of Jessie Jess, a garbage fighter. Great girl, great story. I understand why she was famous, just not a great fighter. And Julia broke her arm, and I think we both cashed on that one, JB. So I am going to ride with her as well on this. I don't know if it's going to be by sub or straight up. Chelsea Chandler is an unproven fighter from Stockton, California. So my theory is they're looking for fighters from Stockton, California to continue the Stockton UFC legacy. Not sold. So Julia will be taken here. Don't know if it's going to be straight up or by sub.
I'm looking at her right now. By inside the distance is plus 240
for Julia.
Yeah,
that's I don't know. I don't know if
maybe she can. I mean, maybe she catches her. Like like that's not.
Nah, see, women's MMA, bro. I'm not gonna look. I'm gonna try and learn from my mistakes.
Yeah, that's gonna happen. I just want to be clear. You didn't meet Julia, right?
No, dude. I did nothing but bet on her, and it was really the bet was fading Jessie Jess. That's really what that was. I said I can't wait until Jessie Jess fights again so I can fade her, and this was my opportunity.
We are just not doing good on bettors that you meet, or fighters that you meet. So,
but yeah, that's true.
Grisham versus Lins. This is a pass for me. You got anything here?
I think Philippe Lins is garbage. Not that I love Maxim Grisham, but I actually might take Maxim Grisham here just because I just am not sold on Philippe Lins at all. But we'll see.
That's a Joey bet. Allen versus, I'm not even going to try, Jotko?
Christoph Jotko, yeah.
I was huge on Brendan Allen here when I first saw this. I was like, Allen.
You were, yeah.
He's a submission specialist.
You like him.
Christoph beat GM3 by decision, which means GM3 could not get him by sub, so that's why this is a pass for me.
I'm staying far away from this. Looking forward to it as a fight, but I'm not betting on this, man. Could go either way.
It's really tough for me to see Brendan Allen the plus money and not bet him.
Right.
Silva versus Ronson, not touching it. You got any thoughts here?
No.
Move on.
Nothing.
Jessica Pena versus Tabitha Ritchie. The only reason I'm going to bet Pena is because, one, punch list, woman science, underdog, and two, I am never betting on Baby Shark.
I don't mind Tabitha Ritchie, to be honest, but I'm not betting her. I'm staying away from this fight. It's Pena, isn't it? It's not Pena.
Pena, whatever. Fucking Christ.
It's like the pasta, bro. Like the pasta.
Like fucking 8 whiskeys in there because they're calling me out of my fucking pronunciations.
Bro, you got to start. You don't know how to pronounce Guido Canetti. You don't know the penne pasta. What the fuck?
I'm Irish. I can't say Guido. I'll get killed, okay? I do go to dinner in the North End every now and then.
Okay. All right. Good. Congrats,
all
bro.
Right.
Hey, Alexei Oleinik.
Oleinik, man. Oleinik. You can't. I'm taking him. I'm sorry. Like a sprinkle. I'm taking Oleinik. He's like, this is like what his 75th fight. Like, I'm taking him. Like,
what's he by sub? What's he by sub? JB, any idea?
I don't know. Why don't you talk about your fights, your thoughts here?
Well, I mean, look, I would love to fade Alexei Oleinik, for Christ's sake, the 45-year-old Russian who somehow, some way is still fighting and still winning. Won his last fight against Jared Vanderas. So I initially wanted to bet against him and take Latifi, not by KO because he's just not a high-level fighter. But I had figured, all right, we'll take him straight up. I can't get involved with this, man. I think this is going to be a sloppy-ass heavyweight fight, low level. I want nothing to do with it. If anything, I'm going to be rooting for Oleinik to get a win, for Christ's sake, the 45-year-old man. But I just can't put money on that, man. You know what I mean?
Every now and then, Joey says something. I'm like, this guy knows MMA. So here's why I'm going to give you that. He's plus 150 just to win straight up. Okay. By sub is plus 250. So if he wins, it's by sub. And why I tell you that, by KO is plus 1,000, and by decision is plus 750. So I'll give you a little credit there. You know what you're talking about on that.
All right, thank you, sir.
I might still take Oleinik. I don't know. I don't love this card, but I got to throw some money on if I'm in the sports book. So Oleinik might have.
Right? Yeah. Sure. That's fair.
All right. Oh, shit, I got to move the slides. Hang on. Getting ahead of myself here. Going to main card. Actually, the first main card, Davis versus Borshev.
Yeah.
Borshev. No pick.
Borshev, you? I like Davis here. I do. I like Davis as a fighter. He was beating Mason Jones, up-and-coming fighter out of the UK, which he made his UFC debut against Gilbert Burns, for Christ's sake. So he was thrown right into the mix. I think he's good. I don't know Borshev but I don't know what he's made of, to be honest. He's only got a couple fights in the UFC. He's won one, lost one. I do like Mike Davis in this situation. Not sure if I'm going to bet it, but we'll see. We'll see.
All right, pass from me. Castaneda versus Daniel Santos. My pick is Castaneda. I'm probably going to look at him inside the distance, but am I going to bet it? It's a serious question. There's a lot of serious questions I'm going to bet this fight, but what are your thoughts?
I am going to bet this one, man. Castaneda, the sexy Mexi, bro. I'm betting him. The guy made his debut against Nathaniel Wood, for Christ's sake. And yeah, it's a tough debut to make, and he's won his 2 since that. So the guy looked good. I remember his last fight. He is looking good. And look at his opponent in Santos. Like, he's had 1 fight in the UFC against Julio Arce, and he lost by unanimous decision. So looking at the data, I got to bet the sexy Mexi here. The question is straight up, or can we get a little parlay going? I don't know. We'll see.
He's got to be a parlay piece for me. When you bet a unit to win half a unit, you got to juice that up for me. That's
yeah. I support that.
This next fight. All right, I got. I'm not betting Yusuf.
You got to take.
I'm not betting Yusuf. Like you minus 900. You can't.
How can you? Look at those odds, man.
My boy Don though.
Okay. Oh. Are you about to sell me?
Don by KO is plus 1,600.
1,600. Yeah.
His only wins are from KO. Is he going to win? No, he's not. Am I going to sprinkle him by KO and by KO in round 1? You're goddamn right I'm going to. There's the only way I can bet that fight, and I'm going to be in the sports book. There's no way I'm not betting this fight, so let's fucking go.
Dude, I could feel the adrenaline once you said first round, and I knew where this was going. You said plus 1,600 by KO, straight up by KO.
By KO.
Right?
I'm trying to find the fucking round 1 prop right now, but keep going.
No, I don't need to keep going because you've already sold me with your bullshit. The reality is Sodiq Yusuff should win this fight. Can you bet him? No. In any way, shape, or form? No. Any props tasty at all? No. They taste like shit. However, on your boy Don, Shameless, first round KO, that's what the guy does. His last 3 fights by KO. Don't ask me what league he was in. Don't ask me about the competition he got those KOs against. Don't ask me any of that. What you ask me is when it comes time for round 1 against these 2 guys, JB, you and I are all in on Dom Shameless by first round KO. Let's go.
Plus 3,500 first round KO.
Yeah, hey, say no more. When
that happens, my pants are coming off on Foxwood. Oh, Ronnie versus Trevin Jones. I'm taking Ronnie all day, but he's too expensive. I'm probably not going to touch this fight. What are you doing?
No, I actually want nothing to do with this fight. I'll watch it. Interested in it from a betting perspective. Nothing.
What about Randy Brown? Again, another one. This is why this fight sucks. So maybe I just take a bunch of favorites and parlay for like plus even money or a unit. But like, I want to take Randy Brown minus 315. No, I fucking hate it. Do I hate him by any fucking decision or no? I don't like any of his props. So Randy Brown straight up's my pick. But unless I parlay, I'm not touching this.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one, JB. I think we can look at the sexy Mexi parlayed with Randy Brown, maybe find somebody else here, but I love Randy Brown in the spot. Trinaldo is 44 years of age, for Christ's sake. But, dude, the guy's still fighting. The guy's still winning. He's tough, man. He's tough as shit. Never been knocked out, man. Never been knocked out. He's fought 36 times professionally, 44 years old. I feel like
you just jinxed him. I should take Randy Brown by KO now.
All right, well, look, Randy Brown's a stud, bro. He's a stud. So let's look at those odds. But I think more than likely we'll probably try and parlay him.
All right. The main event of the evening. Dern versus Jan. I'm honestly not going to bet it. I'm not lying to anyone. I'm not. I want to bet Dern, but at minus 230, I don't want to touch her. I don't know enough about Jan at plus 195. This is a dumb main event. This should be on the undercard. This is probably going to be a very good fight in my opinion, but it's stupid to bet wise. So I'll be not betting this and probably watching some overs in Hawaii. What are you doing?
I will be betting this, actually, JB. I think this is a joke. It's an absolute joke that we're talking about this fight as a 5-round main event. It's fucking comical, but here we are. Mackenzie Dern. I don't mind Mackenzie Dern. Very likable, very attractive, phenomenal jitsu. Like, there's a lot to like about this girl. I think the UFC is trying to push her. She, in my opinion, lost her last fight against Tisha Torres. It was a split decision that went Mackenzie's way. Don't think she won. Then she lost her fight before that. What were you saying?
She won.
No, I don't think so. I honestly don't think so. And I
Disagree
bet
with you, sir.
Tisha. I
Disagree.
bet Tisha. And hey, I even did I watch it again? No, I was just pissed off. Look, Mackenzie Dern lost that fight, and she lost her last fight against Rodriguez by unanimous decision. Do you want to know who else fought Rodriguez? My girl, Fury Yan from China, except one judge thought that she won. All right. Her last fight was against Rodriguez. She lost it by split decision. So she brought the heat. And somehow she lost to Carla Esparza by KO. I don't understand that. But I think the thing with me here, JB, is, Yan has fought better competition. Again, one judge thought she beat Rodriguez. She fought Carla Esparza, high level for the division. Claudia Gadelia, she won, right? Never mind Angela Hill. Let's forget that. But the bottom line is, I think that Yan is a better mixed martial artist all around. Mackenzie Dern has jiu-jitsu, and that is it. Mackenzie Dern has not fought as good of competition, and I think the hype train has to end soon enough. You can only be super slick with your jiu-jitsu against mid-level fighters and super likable and super cute for so long. And then eventually you have to fight women who are better fighters than you. And I think Yan is that girl in this spot. I am going to bet her straight up at plus 195. I expect more money to come in on Dern, so maybe I get that a little better. And this is a bet I'm going to take, man. I think it's time Mackenzie gets faded, and I'm going to do it in this spot, in this main event spot, JB.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Someone did their homework.
Yeah, it is an interesting fight, man. And I am interested when you have like borderline UFC celebrities in Mackenzie Dern, how the UFC manages that, how they play that, right? And I think they got her against a girl who's going to bring it, man. And she could easily get caught in the sub, easily, right? But I'm betting against that, brother.
You may convince me only because I know we're going to be at sportsbook together. I'm definitely going to be like, oh, you're that confident on Jan. Let's do it. But yeah, so that's the UFC card. So you called bullshit when I sent this text. It is not rented out by Zuckerberg. Zuckerberg is not just like owning the entire Apex.
Dana White said it was complete bullshit, man. He said it was complete
he's
bullshit.
never lied, right? He's never lied before.
Well, that just confirms that it was in some way, right?
I have a big question for you there, Joey.
What do you got? Your audio's wonky, brother. So ask the question.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Oh yeah.
Why am I always like the Verizon guy? Like, can you hear me now?
I don't know, bro. You get excited. You talk away from the mic. I don't know.
I do. What do we always do when we go to the casino?
Oh God. Oh, you get a little video. You get a little video.
Look at that.
Oh, are you saying we go black? That's what you're saying?
Or do you go red? Or do you go red or
well,
do you
the
go
video,
black?
the video just showed black. I thought you were sending me a message. Hold on, let's see where we land.
Oh, it's not going to show you where it lands. It's not going to show you where it lands, my friend.
Son of a bitch, the suspense and anticipation. To answer your question, whatever casino we roll into, we get some cash and bring that right to the roulette table. There is a brief debate on which color we roll with, and we set the goddamn tone for that evening, right? That's what we do. The tradition will continue at DraftKings Sportsbook, Foxwoods on the 1st of October. And I can't fucking wait, bro.
I don't mean to kill all your excitement. I think Tua might be dead. I think he just broke
What?
his hand. I think Tua might just broke his hand on Thursday Night Football.
Oh, shit, dude. Can we wrap this bullshit up, man, so I can watch the rest of the game?
All right. Thank you for everyone subscribing. No one's subscribing, so whatever. Bullshit. Tua, fuck, that hurts my pet. Hang on, I gotta see this fall. His like thumb is going the wrong way.
Really? Ooh, that's not good.
Oh, that's broken. Ooh, okay, that's not good.
All right. Look. Put some icy hot. I'll put some icy hot on it. Tape it up. Come on.
Who's their backup?
Man.
I wish it was Ryan Fitzpatrick. If it was Ryan Fitzpatrick, I'd be so happy right now.
Bearded warrior.
All right, so we are at a minute and 14 minutes, so we're doing good. An hour 14
We're at
minutes.
a minute and 14 minutes. What the fuck did you just say?
All right, shut up. Okay, hour and 14 minutes. We're doing good. We're getting better. All right. Next week, no UFC card, and Survivor's done. So we're going to be under an hour next week. I'm going to challenge us to be under an hour next week. We have to be under an hour.
I think it's appropriate. I think we should aim for that. Let's both be professionals and make it under an hour. Do it for the brand. For the brand, JB.
The brand. DraftKings Sportsbook. We'll see you on Saturday. I expect big things. I've seen a lot of pictures. I am very excited for this. For those who don't know, sportsbooks are not a thing in Massachusetts because gambling is not legal. I'm used to Vegas sportsbook. So there is a bridge to cross here. There is
Mhm.
from no gambling to you are in the Caesar's Palace of sportsbook. So, DraftKings, you have your and Foxwood, you have your work cut out for you, but I'm very excited about it. Joey, you got any final thoughts?
No, I share that excitement, man. Even though we will be in Connecticut, man, I know we are going to transport to Vegas this Saturday night. I am looking forward to the COD college football. We got some Bellator on as well, man. We're going to have ourselves a night. But I think for now, that's it, JB, my man. I need you to stay positive. Let's keep this thing going.
Like that. Last thing I'll say is we are probably going to start sharing our actual bets on the link page. Me
Oh,
and
yeah.
Joey signed up for something. I'm not sure it's going to work. We're going to test it out this week and
I'm
make
going to
sure
try it.
bets get
Let's try it.
posted. If they do, we'll start sharing it to the world because these Instagram posts take. Oh, Joey. Whoa, 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 whoa. Joey. First
Hey, we're over
post.
time. I don't know what you're going to say. We're over time, whatever bullshit you're going to say. What are you going to say?
First post. Your first post, man.
Oh, it took so fucking long, bro. It
Dude, it
took
was an
so
hour
long.
after kickoff, but god damn it, you got your first post in. I'm so happy.
You thought I wouldn't do it. You thought I wouldn't do it.
No.
Well, it hurt. It was painful and it took a long time. So I need you to fucking show me the ways, man. Show me the
It takes
ways. I got to
time.
be more efficient here.
All right, all. Every after that, stay positive, everyone.
Stay positive. Peace.